over again.
And a follow.
What were you doing as an 8-year-old in 2000 when Tiger was your age and won 9 events, including 2 majors?
2000年覚えてますか？タイガーが2つのメジャー9試合、その時8歳でしょ。多分その時タイガーも24歳だった。
それは全然覚えてないですし、その時がもう本当に強かったっていうことは本当に成績でしか見てないので、映像でなかなかやっぱり、こっちの PGA ツアーを見ることがなかったので、それでもそうやって成績が残ってるってことはすごいことだなと思います。
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see all those wins because they didn't have the broadcast in Japan. But I knew Tiger was winning, and I knew he was very good, and I almost expected him to win every tournament.
First of all, congratulations, but also, Hideki, you are on a sort of a Tiger-esque run here too. Can you tell us why? What's changed? You've got 4 wins in your last 5 events. That's very woodsy-like.
こんだけ勝ってもタイガーにはなれないですし、でもそうやって少しでも多くの試合を、勝てるように、一生懸命やってる成果がこうやって、少しずつ現れてるのかなと思います。
I'm not even close to being mentioned in the same sentence as Tiger, but I am working hard, and hopefully little by little I'll get better and better.
What has just clicked in the last 4 or 5 weeks? Is it something particular?
何か特別何のせいですか？何か影
わからない。
I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Let's go Ben, Brian, and then Will.
Does part of you wish Augusta was next week? And is that the next part for your evolution? You've won a WGC now, major championships, the new golf first from Japan, etc.
マスターズは来週だったらいいなと思ってますが、WGC も優勝して、次の目標はメジャーですか？
そうですね。来週じゃない方が、勝てるチャンスが増えるかなと思います。来週だったら多分勝てない。
I'm kind of glad it's not next week because I don't think I could win next week.
やっぱり目標はやっぱりマスターズで勝つことなので、それまでの試合で、一つでも多く、優勝ができるように、1ヶ月のオフがあるので、そこにしっかり集中して、頑張りたいなと思います。
But starting next week, all my focus and preparation will be for the Masters. Hopefully along the way, I can play well on the PGA Tour, but the Masters is my next goal.
And as a follow, obviously we all know when you putt well, you play well and you contend. You mentioned earlier in the week that your friend helped you with putting. Can you be more specific on what he helped you with?
そうですね、パットが入ればリズムがどんどん出てきて、この4試合5試合はそれがうまくできてるのかなと思いますし、ただ今日は全然良くなかったんですけど、本当に岩田さんの、アドバイスというよりは、練習方法を見て、朝と夕方僕がやってる練習は岩田さんのを真似して、やったら良くなってきたので、それを、少しでも悪い状態を抜け出せるようにやってるので、何が特別っていうのはないです。
You're right. When I putt well, I can contend. But these last 5 weeks, I've been able to make some putts, and the more putts you make, the bigger the hole gets, and the confidence grows, and that's played a big part in it. As far as Hiroshi Iwata's advice, it wasn't anything technical about my stroke, but it was a practice method, a way of practicing, and I do that now every morning when I get to the course, and then after every round. And that's what the advice that he gave me on how to practice. But other than that, nothing special, nothing technical.
Brian, and then Will.
Hideki, can you kind of describe feelings of this run, the past 5 starts, And secondly, did any of it surprise you, or did you sort of expect this type of performance?
少しはびっくりするか予定より。
すごくびっくりしてるし、まあこれがずっと続けばいいなとは、思ってます。
To answer your question, I'm very surprised at these last 5 events, and I just hope I can keep it going.
And Will?
Right now, do you feel like there's anyone in the world playing better than you?
難しいけど、僕の選手よりも上手い選手います。
それはやっぱりみんなうまいですし、ここに出てる選手は本当にみんな素晴らしい選手ですし、たまたまここ最近僕が勝ってるっていうだけで、他の選手も、調子が良ければ、こうやって勝てると思うんで、自分よりうまい選手はたくさんいると思います。
Everyone out here is so good. I've been fortunate to play well these last 5 weeks. And any other pro, if they get on a run, they'll probably do the same thing. And I feel there's a lot of other players that are better than I am.
Hideki, congratulations first of all. And just on a larger picture, do you think this would make any difference to the Asian? Would it encourage when you're winning on a big stage like this? Now that Japan, Korea, India, Thailand, lots of golfers are coming up into the world stage. So do you think this would be a kind of a boost thing that now they want something like this?
優勝によってアジアのゴルフのレベルアップできるかなと思いますが。
アジアの、選手はね、レベルは高いと思いますし、僕がこうやってここ最近のいいプレーのおかげでそういう選手たアジアの選手たちがもっと、PGA に来るようになったりとか、メジャーで活躍するようになれば本当に嬉しいなと思います。
There's a lot of great players in Asia, and hopefully, through my success, a lot more of them now will try to come to the United States and play on the PGA Tour, and hopefully that will increase the popularity and level of golf in Asia.
All right, right here.
Hideki, if you continue winning like this, you might have to offer free Japanese lessons to the media. On the question, in a week like this, when a 7-shot lead evaporates quickly, what are the things you take out of that, and what do you think that learning can help you going forward?
7打差リードして2打差で勝ってそこの経験によってこれから将来どう助けていますか。
そうですね、このストローク差がある中でスタートするっていうのは、すごく難しいことなんだなって改めて思いましたし、それでもこうやってこのフィールドで勝てたっていうことをしっかりと自信持って、次こうやって、リードした場面でももっといいプレーができるように頑張っていきたいなと思います。
It is difficult to have a 7-stroke lead, believe it or not, but hopefully through the experience that I had today, and especially playing against some of the best golfers in the world, will help me in the future should this opportunity arise again.
What about the free Japanese lessons? What about the free Japanese lessons?
そのメディアのため彼はただの日本語のレッスンとして
難しい。
We'll see.
Karen, and then
Hideki, at most tournaments, if not this one, you have a lot of journalists from your country following your every shot. How much, if any, pressure do you feel to be the Tiger Woods of Japan?
最初の、プロになって最初の方はやっぱりいい時も悪い時も特に悪い時にインタビュー受けるとかすごく嫌でしたけど、それをしっかりと受け答えしなきゃいけないんだなっていうなんていうかな、それをしなければいけないと思い始めてからはすごくそのプレッシャーっていう意味ではすごく楽になりました。
when I first turned pro and came to the PGA Tour, the Japanese media would ask me questions after every round, whether I played good or bad. And at first it was difficult for me, and I felt a lot of pressure then. But then I learned that talking with the media is just part of my job as a professional golfer. And once I realized that, it became easier, and I didn't feel that pressure.
Doug?
And two questions. How well do you know May from a standpoint of when it got kind of tight on the back nine? What kind of things do you guys say to each other to kind of get back in the right place?
バックナイン、メイさんとどういう会話ですか？助けになりましたか？
そうですね、本当に僕は結構マイナス思考なんで、ちょっと悪くなってくるとずっと下向いて歩いたりしてる中で、今週大輔さんじゃない、新鮮な感じがあってというよりはこうポジティブに考えることを、素直に受け入れてたかなっていう感じはあります。
Yeah, I'm the type difficult. Sometimes I put my head down, but May was always positive throughout, even in the back nine, and was giving me good vibes, which.
Secondly, with a long year and a nice break back home, how much golf will you play?
これから日本に帰るけど、3週間どのぐらいゴルフしますか？
しばらくはしたくないかなっていう感じはありますけど、でもやっぱりその目標のメジャーで勝つためには、練習しなければいけないと思いますし、1週間は多分できないことがあると思うんで、残りの2週間でしっかりと、そのカパラでいい状態でプレーできるように頑張りたいなと思います。
Hopefully I don't have to play any, but with my goal, my next goal being the Masters, I know I'm going to need to practice. Probably not this week, but starting next week, and then I'll be preparing and getting ready for Kapalua at the same time.
Okay, to the back.
Thank you. Congratulations on your win. I'm from the Ministry of Tourism, so this is probably the only non-golf question you're going to get. Just wanted to know how you enjoyed yourself here, and did you get to experience any of the Bahamian culture?
そうですね、観光はしてないですけど、本当にここの素晴らしい、海も本当に綺麗ですし、この最高な気候で、こうやってゴルフができて本当に、嬉しいというか、楽しい気分で、ゴルフできてました。
Unfortunately, I couldn't do any tourist things this visit, but it's such a beautiful country, and the beaches and the ocean and the sea, and to be able just to wake up and look out over the beautiful scenery, and then also to be able to play golf on such a great golf course at the same time. It was a marvelous week.
All right, take a few more.
Hideki, there's already an argument that at just 24, you're the greatest golfer Japan has produced. Can I get your thoughts on that?
24歳けど、今まで日本の一番うまい人すごいどうですか？
そこは何も自分が一番、過去に、ジャンボさんもそうですし、中島さんも青木さんもいますし、丸山さんもいましたし、いろんな選手がいる中で、そういうものをいろんな人のプレーを見て、僕は、こうやって、もちろんこっちの PGA の選手も見ながら、真似しながらっていうか、それで今のゴルフができていると思うので、一概に自分が一番だとは思わないです。
I mean, there's been some great golfers in Japan. Just to name a few: Jumbo Ozaki, Isao Aoki, Hideki Matsuyama, Tami Nakajima. And to be able to is a great honor. And then to come to the PGA Tour and learn from really some of the best golfers in the world and ever. It's really helped my game. I'm grateful for all of their help. But to answer your question, I'm not the greatest golfer in Japan.
So my follow-up then, what will make you the greatest golfer from Japan?
じゃあ一番グレートな日本のゴルフは何しなくちゃいけないですか？
なんだろう、わかんないけど、でもジャンボさんが、日本で100何勝しているので、まあ、その記録は抜けないと思いますね。
That's a good question. Jumbo won 100 times, so unless I win 100 times, I won't be greater than Jumbo.
Not just one major?
メジャー1回したら
それぐらいの価値があったらいいなと。でもやっぱりまだ日本人はまだ勝ってないので、それぐらいの評価をしてほしいなと思います。
No, and again, that's my next goal, and that's one of the things I'll be working hard to accomplish.
All right, let's take one right here, and then the last one with Doug.
Hideki, two-part question. One is who are you good friends with on the PGA Tour, and two is what do you do outside of golf to unwind and relax?
PGA ツアーの友達とゴルフ以外のリラックスにすることですか？
まあみんな、僕はやっぱり英語ができないので、やっぱそこの言葉の壁っていうことで、なかなか僕自身も、みんなに話しかけづらい部分はありますけど、それでも挨拶ぐらいは軽くしてくれるので本当に助かってますし、やっぱアジアの選手は特に、それも本当にみんな分かってくれて、接してくれるので本当に助かってます。
ちょっとリラックス。
お酒を飲むことかな。
Unfortunately, my English isn't up to par yet, and so I want to be able to make more friends on the PGA Tour and be able to talk to my comrades. But right now there's still a wall because I don't speak English as well as I should. But my fellow players from Asia, I think they understand where I'm coming from as far as English is concerned, and so they've been very helpful and kind. So I have a lot of good friends on tour from Asia. As far as unwinding and relaxing, probably drinking sake.
All right, last one with Doug.
Just curious, do you recall how old you were when you first beat your father?
When
First beat his father?
first,
You beat his father?
Oh.
You golf.
お父さんを何歳だった？
全然覚えてないし、勝ったと思ったことがあんまりなかったので、それでもね、今は認めてくれてるんじゃないかなと思います。
I don't remember. Even if I did, he was always better than I was in my mind. But hopefully he'll be proud of me now.
All right, Hideki Matsuyama, thank you very much, and Bob Turner, thank you for your assistance.